Welcome to our deep dive into the intersection of Stoicism and modern parenting. Today we'll explore 5 transformative Stoic principles that can profoundly shape your approach to parenting. Whether you're navigating the daily challenges of raising children or seeking ways to instill resilience and virtue, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom that is surprisingly applicable to contemporary family life. Number 1. Emotional resilience in children. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes control over one's responses rather than control over external events, provides a robust framework for teaching emotional resilience to children. Emotional resilience refers to the ability to bounce back from challenges and setbacks with a healthy attitude. For parents, applying Stoic principles can be a valuable tool in guiding children to manage their emotions effectively. Children, naturally reactive and still in the process of developing emotional regulation skills, can benefit greatly from learning early on that while they cannot control all external circumstances, they can control their reactions. Parents can teach this by encouraging children to pause and reflect before reacting to a situation. This involves guiding them to recognize their immediate emotional responses and to consider more thoughtful actions that align with their values and long-term goals. For instance, when a child is upset over a poor grade or a fallout with a friend, parents can encourage them to express their feelings and then help them analyze the situation. Questions like, "What can you learn from this experience?" Or, "How might you handle a similar situation in the future?" shift the focus from frustration to learning and growth. This practice not only helps children develop a habit of looking for solutions and positives in adverse situations, but also reinforces their sense of control and agency. Furthermore, demonstrating Stoic principles in everyday interactions provides a powerful role model for children. When parents handle their own challenges with composure and a focus on solution-oriented responses, children observe and learn from these behaviors. This modeling can be particularly influential. For example, if a parent faces a setback at work and discusses the situation at home, they might explain how they are choosing to focus on what they can improve or change, rather than dwelling on disappointment. This open acknowledgement of challenges and thoughtful handling of emotions in front of children teaches them by example. The concept of a role model is particularly effective in the realm of Stoicism because it is a philosophy of action as much as it is a philosophy of thought. Parents who practice virtues like justice, courage, wisdom, and moderation show their children that these are not just abstract ideals, but practical actions that can guide daily decisions and interactions. When a parent chooses to be fair and honest in their dealings, even when it might be easier not to be, they demonstrate justice. When they face their fears or admit their mistakes openly, they model courage and humility. Such behaviors inspire children to emulate these virtues. When a child sees their parent consistently applying these principles, it provides a clear blueprint for how to behave in similar circumstances. This direct application of Stoic principles helps embed these values deeply within a child's character, influencing how they interact with others and face their own challenges throughout life. In essence, applying Stoic principles in parenting not only equips children with a toolkit for emotional resilience, but also embeds in them a deep-seated capacity to live according to thoughtful, ethical, and principled guidelines. This approach does not eliminate challenges but empowers children to face them with a stronger, more resilient outlook. Number 2. Stoic responses to parenting challenges. Applying Stoic principles to parenting involves teaching children how to face life's inevitable challenges with composure and pragmatism. Stoicism offers a rich set of methodologies for managing common parenting challenges, particularly when it comes to handling emotional outbursts such as tantrums, peer pressure, and academic stress. The Stoic approach emphasizes understanding what is within one's control and responding with rationality and calm, rather than with impulsive emotion. When a child experiences a tantrum, for example, a Stoic-informed parenting approach would not simply aim to stop the tantrum. Instead, it would focus on helping the child recognize and articulate their emotions. Parents can guide their child to understand the cause of their frustration and to express it in words rather than through disruptive behavior. This practice encourages children to pause and consider their feelings before reacting, a fundamental Stoic exercise in self-control and reflection. Over time, this can help reduce the frequency and intensity of tantrums by equipping children with the tools to manage their emotions more effectively. Similarly, when dealing with peer pressure, Stoicism can provide a framework for children to make independent, value-based decisions. Parents can discuss with their children how Stoic virtues, such as wisdom and courage, apply to resisting peer pressure. By encouraging children to think about what they truly value and what they believe is right, rather than conforming to the crowd, parents nurture their child's ability to stand firm in challenging social situations. This involves discussing hypothetical and real scenarios where peer pressure might arise, and exploring different responses with the child, reinforcing the Stoic principle of acting according to one's rational judgment and ethical values. In the context of academic stress, Stoic teachings can help children understand the importance of doing their best without becoming overly attached to the outcomes. Parents can help children set realistic goals and focus on the effort rather than just the grades. This shifts the emphasis from fear of failing to a more constructive perspective, centered on personal growth and continuous improvement. When a child is stressed about a test, a parent might remind them that what is in their control is how well they prepare, not the final grade, which can be influenced by many uncontrollable factors. Expanding on the theme of mindfulness and presence in parenting, the Stoic practice of being mindful is about more than just living in the moment. It's about engaging fully and consciously with life as it happens, particularly in family interactions. For parents, this can mean actively listening to their children without distractions, such as turning off mobile devices during meals or while conversing with their children. This undivided attention not only strengthens the parent-child bond, but also models how relationships should be valued and nurtured. Being present also involves recognizing and appreciating the small, everyday aspects of life and parenting. It could be as simple as observing and reflecting on how a child plays or expresses joy. Stoicism teaches the appreciation of the present moment, underscoring the impermanence of life and the importance of cherishing the now. This mindset helps parents avoid getting overly caught up in the anxieties of what tomorrow might bring, thereby reducing stress and fostering a more serene household environment. Through these practices, Stoic philosophy aids in developing a resilient, thoughtful approach to parenting, helping children grow into balanced, self-aware individuals capable of handling whatever challenges life throws their way. Number 3. Teaching Stoic decision-making. Teaching children how to make decisions is a fundamental aspect of parenting. Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes rational thinking and aligning one's actions with virtue, offers valuable insights into guiding children towards making wise and ethical choices. When children learn to approach decisions with a Stoic mindset, they are encouraged to think about not only the immediate benefits of their choices, but also the long-term effects and alignment with their core values. Parents can introduce Stoic decision-making by discussing the concept of the circle of control, which helps children distinguish between what they can and cannot control. For instance, they can control their effort in schoolwork, their reactions to events, and how they treat others, but they cannot control the weather, other people's actions, or the past. By focusing on their sphere of influence, children can invest their energy more wisely and make more empowered choices. Moreover, discussing the potential consequences of actions helps children anticipate and evaluate the possible outcomes of their decisions. Parents can guide children through a process of questioning how their choices might affect themselves and others. Questions like, "What could happen if you do this?" or "How would you feel if someone did this to you?" encourage children to consider the broader implications of their actions and to prioritize kindness, fairness, and responsibility. Additionally, parents can reinforce these discussions with examples from everyday life or historical figures who embodied Stoic virtues. This not only provides concrete examples of decision-making, but also connects children with role models who demonstrate the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance in practice. In teaching coping with change and loss, Stoicism provides a framework for children to understand and accept life's inevitabilities in a healthy way. Change and loss are natural parts of life, and learning to accept these with composure is crucial for emotional well-being. Parents can help children develop resilience by discussing Stoic concepts like impermanence and the natural flow of life events. When children face changes such as a move to a new city or school, parents can discuss how these changes are part of life's natural progression and encourage them to see the opportunities each change brings. Focusing on the positives of the situation, such as making new friends or learning new things, can help mitigate the stress and anxiety associated with change. In the face of loss, such as the death of a pet or a loved one, Stoic teachings can help children process their grief. Parents might explain that death is a natural part of life, and that feeling sad is okay. They can encourage children to express their feelings and memories about the person or pet, which helps in acknowledging the loss rather than suppressing the grief. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot control the loss, we can control our response to it, fostering a sense of inner strength and acceptance. Throughout these discussions, it's important for parents to provide a supportive environment where children feel safe to express their thoughts and emotions openly. This supportive presence reassures children that while they cannot control everything, they can always choose how to face life's challenges with dignity and courage. By integrating Stoic principles into these conversations, parents equip their children with tools to navigate the complexities of life with confidence and moral integrity. Number 4. Stoicism and digital literacy. Incorporating Stoic principles into guidance about digital literacy is increasingly crucial as children navigate a world saturated with technology. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and discernment, can provide a solid foundation for managing digital interactions responsibly. Parents can utilize Stoic teachings to help children understand the importance of using technology wisely, focusing on maintaining personal integrity and the ability to differentiate between useful and potentially harmful content. One of the key Stoic practices that can be applied to digital literacy is the concept of moderation. Parents can discuss with their children how too much time spent on digital devices can lead to negative outcomes like decreased physical activity, reduced face-to-face interactions, and even a potential decline in mental health due to information overload or exposure to negative online behaviors. By setting and enforcing reasonable limits on screen time, parents encourage children to balance their online activities with offline life, promoting a healthier, more well-rounded lifestyle. Additionally, Stoicism teaches the importance of self-reflection, which can be applied to digital consumption. Parents can encourage children to regularly assess their online activities. Are these activities adding value to their lives? How do they feel after spending considerable time online? This kind of introspection can help children become more conscious of their digital habits and make more informed choices about how they use technology. Moreover, parents can guide children to apply Stoic wisdom in dealing with online content, emphasizing the importance of focusing on what is truthful and constructive. They can teach children to question the credibility of the information they find online and to verify facts before accepting or sharing information. This promotes a more discerning approach to digital content, safeguarding against misinformation and fostering a more thoughtful and analytical mindset. In creating a Stoic household routine, the integration of Stoic virtues such as discipline and simplicity plays a vital role. A structured daily schedule that reflects these values can help children understand the benefits of a well-ordered life. This includes designated times for homework, chores, leisure, and family activities, which helps in instilling a sense of responsibility and time management. Parents can further incorporate Stoic exercises into the routine, such as evening reflections on the day's events, discussing what went well and what could be improved. This practice not only helps the family connect and communicate effectively, but also allows each member to introspect on their personal growth and the virtues they practice throughout the day. Additionally, embracing simplicity within the household can be expressed through minimizing physical clutter and focusing on quality experiences over material possessions. This approach not only creates a more peaceful living environment, but also teaches children the value of contentment with what they have, a key Stoic principle. By focusing less on consumerism and more on meaningful activities that enrich their lives, children learn to appreciate simplicity and find satisfaction in non-materialistic joys. These practices in digital literacy and establishing a Stoic household routine are interconnected, with both aiming to promote a mindful, balanced, and virtuous lifestyle. By guiding children through these approaches, parents set a foundation that not only assists in navigating the complexities of modern life, but also in cultivating a character that is resilient, thoughtful, and grounded in ethical principles. Number 5. Balancing authority and compassion in discipline. When it comes to discipline within the context of parenting, striking the right balance between authority and compassion is crucial. Stoic philosophy, which stresses the importance of reason, virtue, and emotional control, can be immensely helpful in this area. It advocates for a form of discipline that is not merely punitive, but educational, aiming to teach children about consequences and help them grow into virtuous adults. A Stoic-informed approach to discipline involves explaining the reasons behind rules and the consequences of breaking them, rather than imposing rules in an authoritarian manner. This method respects the child's developing rational faculties and promotes an understanding of discipline as a logical structure that supports their well-being. For instance, rather than simply punishing a child for a misdeed, a Stoic-minded parent might discuss with the child what went wrong, explore the reasons behind the behavior, and discuss ways to handle similar situations better in the future. This not only addresses the behavior, but also aids the child in developing problem-solving skills. Moreover, when consequences are necessary, they should be relevant and proportionate to the behavior. This aligns with the Stoic principle of appropriate action, actions that are fitting to the situation. Consequences designed to teach rather than to inflict pain or humiliation help children understand the importance of making good choices and the virtues of responsibility and justice. Additionally, parents can use moments of discipline as opportunities to demonstrate and discuss Stoic virtues such as temperance and courage. They can illustrate temperance by showing that restraint is often necessary and beneficial, and courage by standing firm on important issues even when the child is upset. This way, discipline becomes a comprehensive lesson in character development. Turning to the Stoic discussions on life's big questions, engaging children in such conversations is pivotal for their intellectual and moral growth. Parents can use stories from Stoic philosophy, historical examples of Stoic figures, and everyday occurrences to illustrate Stoic principles and provoke thought about deep and meaningful subjects. Questions like, what makes a good life? Or, how should we treat other people? Can be approached from a Stoic perspective, highlighting the importance of virtues and rational thinking. Discussions might also cover the nature of happiness from a Stoic viewpoint, explaining that true happiness comes from living a life of virtue rather than pursuing external goods or pleasures. These dialogues encourage children to think critically and reflectively about their beliefs, values, and the kind of life they aspire to lead. Parents might also introduce the Stoic idea that every obstacle presents an opportunity to improve one's character. This can be tied to discussions about personal challenges the child faces, such as difficulties in school or with friends. By framing challenges as chances to practice virtues like perseverance and resilience, parents help children see the value in overcoming difficulties and learning from them. These deeper engagements not only help children develop a philosophical mindset from an early age, but also strengthen their ability to navigate life's complexities with a more grounded and thoughtful approach. The integration of these discussions within the family setting fosters a culture of inquiry and virtue, laying a strong foundation for children to grow into thoughtful, conscientious adults. Thank you for watching.